Assalamualaikum and hi everybody. This is Dr. Suzy. I hope you are fine, safe and happy with our new way of learning experience. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you, besides busy working on your task too, please keep on updating your supervisors on your progress. You can initiate any online discussion with your supervisor weekly. Okay, overall 5 marks is still very important for this course. So for today, I will introduce a new topic in plant design, which is plant layout. There will be 3 parts of my lecture, 2 recorded sessions, and the final one will be our online session for illustrating examples and interactions. If you have any doubt for this topic, please ask questions during our final sessions later. As a chemical engineer responsible in designing a process plant, I believe you have been involved in process synthesis analysis, preparing process flow diagram, selecting unit operations, equipment sizing, selecting materials of constructions, and many more. And now you will have another angle in plant design, okay, where you will critically analyze and arrange all your equipment, including the required facilities, in a proper layout. Always bear in mind, process plants are complex facilities consisting of equipment, piping system, instruments, electrical system, electronics, and control system, and basically many more. Here is a picture of a section of a refinery that illustrates the complexity of the equipment, piping, and other entities. Looks okay, right? How about this one? Ready to design a new plant layout? It looks more complex. Alright, so is the plant layout important? The question, right? The answer is of course yes, because it has a direct relationship with efficiency of operations and cost of production. Poorly designed layout will result in inefficiency and losses, which we don't want. It is important also to design the layout in such a way that it is flexible to changes, because you don't know what's in the future, but the plant layout will stay within 20 to 40 years of building. All right. So this is the site layout, or we call it also as a whole complex layout. A good site layout is to provide a safe and economical flow of material and people around a plant, which is acceptable to workers and neighbors. In terms of safety, the planning must ensure that, let's say, in case of fire or release of hazardous material, can be safely and rapidly contained and controlled. Meaning, during emergency, you will know where the assembly points of the workers in most appropriate and safe place. Right? Remember that there are various considerations that you will learn in this topic later. The initial layout is usually based on the processing being positioned relatively to one another based on the process flow diagram. However, I might tell you now, your PFD do not show scale or structure, but only provide a widely understood representation in a simplified format of a plant's unit operation and process flow. Okay, so since a PFD does not indicate any constraint on layout, you are required to have this proposed plant layout, okay, which is basically needed to modify or to fit site and process conditions of your plant production. So generally the concept of plant layout is basically planning for effective utilizations of facility for the manufacture of products. It also involves most efficient and economical arrangement within available floor space. Okay, this will be learning on different types of plant layout. Okay, so where actually you will start to arrange the machines, the material, even your personnel, okay, your personnel's working there, storage spaces, and also supporting services. So where actually the plant layout knowledge can be applied. First one is construction of new chemical plant, as what you are doing now. In EKC 453, you are requested to construct a new chemical plant, so the whole layout is on you. The second is on expansion or revision of existing plants in order to increase the productivity. Let's say you have been hired in one company later, okay, the plant is already exist. However, based on increased in demand, the productivity must be increased too, so expansion is required. Again, you may come into this digging of new knowledge. The knowledge is on the plant layout. How are you going to start plan for the new layout for the expansion? The next one is modification of existing plant, again existing plant, in order to change the product or the way of productions. Okay, because most probably at the very beginning, once you are planning, you have a certain sets of productions, but later on a new technology coming which is much cost effective, so you would like to change on the way of productions. So there are definitely some modifications need to be done on the existing plant. Alright, so this is another time where you need to apply the knowledge of plant layout. Okay, so the objectives of our plant layout, there are many objectives as outlined here. I just browse through. Okay, minimizing material handling. You don't want the material to be handled in many ways. Okay, you try to minimize material handling. Facilitate manufacturing progress by maintaining balance in the processes, maintaining flexibility of arrangement and of operation, minimizing work in process inventory, effective utilization of man, equipment, and space. Okay, very important. Increase employee morale, minimize interference from machines or production system, reduce hazard, okay, reduce hazard affecting employees by minimizing chances of accidents. The number 9, provide for effective supervision and production control, keep investment at lower level and adapting to changes in future requirement. Okay, so there are many other objectives for the plant layout. Principle of plant layout. While you are designing the plant layout, the following principle must be kept in. Alright, so principle of minimum movement. Materials and labor should be moved over minimum distances. Why? For saving costs and time of transportations and material handling. Space utilizations. All available cubic space should be effectively utilized, both horizontal and vertical. Principle of flexibility. Layout should be flexible enough to be adaptable to changes required by expansion or technological development. Principle interdependence. Okay, interdependence operation and processes should be located in close proximity to one another. This is to minimize the product travel. Overall integration. All the plant facility and services should be fully integrated. Okay, this is important. Should be fully integrated into a single operating unit to minimize cost of production. The safety principle. Okay, this should be a built-in provision in the design of layout. All right, because it provides comfort and safety of your workers. Principle of smooth flow. The layout should be designed as to reduce work bottleneck. Okay, work bottleneck and facilitate uninterrupted flow of work throughout the plant. Economy. The layout should aim at affecting economy in terms of investment in fixed asset. Okay. Supervision. A good layout should facilitate effective supervision over workers. Finally, on satisfaction, a good layout should boost up employee morale by providing them with maximum work satisfaction. Alright, so that is for the principle of plant layout. Let us see site selections and layout. You have planned for your plant productions already, right? So where will the project or plant be built? You have decided this in EKC 451. But how much land and how many buildings will be needed? Never thought of it, right? How will the process equipment be laid out? I believe some of you already decide. We have done the PFD. Okay. How will the plant be connected to off-site and storage areas? Okay, in your PFD is just one small circle highlighting your raw material. Okay, but basically it will be a big storage area later. Okay, think of it. So what are the factors do companies consider in deciding where to build a new plant? This is a revision. I know you have gone through this, okay, but please consider this again. So on site selections factor, you have considered on resource availability, water, land, fuel, power, whichever required for your plant. Okay, raw materials availability, I believe you have considered this. Cost of labor, okay, availability of skilled labor, transport facilities, road, ports, rail, pipelines. Have you considered this? Okay, I agree if you're ticking on raw materials availability, but transport facility, please also consider in this part. Alright, tax regime. Okay, near to markets, where is your product demanded? Alright, in which country, in which state? Political and strategic factors. Okay, next one is on the environmental impact. Okay, you haven't done this one on the environmental impact, but this is another issues. That's another factors for your site selections. So since your site selections has been decided last semester, fine, okay, but now think of more on how to start lay out all your facilities and your plant. Okay, see you in our next session, part 2. Okay, so for now, thank you and bye.